Hello. It is September 21st. It is actually the fall equinox right now. My hair looks crazy as heck. I have a lot of acne right now, particularly up here. A little bit over here. That one. And it's also an eclipse. It's an eclipse in Virgo, I think. And so that's a spiritual thing. It's technically a new moon too. And the fall equinox. Do you want to see? Look at my beautiful house. Beautiful. I'm so lucky. So, what I want to talk about in this video is generational curses. And my God, I'm tired. Oh, man. It's sometimes the eclipse, but I think it's a lot of things. So my mom came to visit. She was in town for a conference. And, when you've done a lot of healing, particularly stuff that was inherited generationally, you can really see when you spend time with your family. My mom is not a bad person at all. But in particular, there's just ways she talks about money that is different from how I'm learning to talk about money now. She's always worried about money. She's stressed about money. She always feels like she doesn't have enough. And then in opportunities like when she goes on vacation, she'll sort of spend without thinking. And I'm very frugal, but I try not to live in scarcity. And I think she does that because she wants to treat herself when she's in a special situation. And sometimes, another thing is my parents have ADHD, and my mom struggles with anxiety too, which a lot of women do. And so sometimes there's a little bit of impulse buying, which I don't judge. But I want to change my relationship with money. And we were in a mattress store, for example, and there was a bed frame for $180. And she was ready to buy it for me. And she spent $350 on a food grocery gift card for me. And I'm so grateful for that. And also, I don't know if she's focused as much on controlling her finances, because she's very generous. And I told her I didn't want to buy the bed frame, and we ended up finding a much cheaper one online that was even nicer. I'm tired. I feel tired and I look tired, I think. And that's okay to be tired. You could be tired and still worthy. My entire house is full of sage right now because I smudged. If you don't know what it is, it's where you burn some herb, usually sage, during a period like a new moon or something, or a full moon. Couple other things. I'm going to turn to the ugly lighting. The lighting's not very good here, but who cares? See, I'm not afraid to look ugly on camera. I really am not. Okay? You know what? I think I look good right now. I look good. 11 out of 10. Somebody on the hate comments on TikTok would say I'm a 4 or a 2. But that's just because they're blind and uglier. They're uglier, so they want to knock me down from my 11 out of 10 pedestal. Okay? I think I look good right now. I do. Because the thing is, there's things you can be grateful for in your appearance. Even when you feel like you maybe look your worst. And if you aren't grateful for those things, there will come a time where you don't have them anymore. And because you were fixated on things like the texture on your face or the brittleness in your hair, rather than the glow or your beautiful smile or the nice way your face looked or something that you liked, or the color of your hair, or the shape of your eyebrows, or the way your eyelashes look. You focus on the negative and you never see the positive. So look for it, you know? But yeah, eclipse. There was an eclipse 2 weeks ago. I made an eclipse video then. It's my second eclipse video. I love making YouTube videos. It's like one of my favorite things in the world. But other than that, I want a life of abundance with a lot of money. I want a life of peace up here and in my surroundings. And I want a life where I'm doing things every day that I love. I'm not far from that, all of those things. But it's a life that my family really hasn't had. And eclipse season is interesting because it's kind of like a marker for me. I always feel like I transition through it. It's been happening in the fall and spring the past several years. I don't know if it always happens in the fall and spring, but it might. Anyway, I got so much food. I'm really grateful. I started a gratitude journal. Maybe I could show you one day. It's a cute little journal and it's got like a Celtic symbol on the front. And I wake up every day and I write in it the first thing. One thing my neighbor said to me yesterday, we were talking about our Achilles heels. What a blessing to have a friend that will tell you your weakness. Most people won't, and it's hard to always know what it is yourself. And she said, your weakness, Pan, is that you don't have a pattern. And that's true. I don't have a routine. I've tried to build a routine numerous times, especially over the past 6 months, but it falls through. And despite my life being pretty put together-ish, it's chaotic. It's very chaotic. Business is chaotic. Money is chaotic. Sometimes emotions. But that would be more stable if I had a routine and stuck to it. And maybe that's my next goal, is to create that. My problem with routines in the past is I was never doing something that my routines felt like they were killing my soul. And I will jump out of that like it's boiling water, even if it means living in chaos. So really, honestly, probably since about 2019, my life has been chaos. And I have a lot of peace in my apartment. And that's really a blessing. And also, I've never worked at a place since 2019 for more than 1 year. Most things were just under 6 months. And I'm approaching the 6-month period for my business. And I'm going to keep doing my business. But I don't like to feel trapped or stuck. And so I've stayed away from routine. But routine is what builds wealth. Routine is what builds, and consistency is what builds stability, which is the platform for abundance. And if that's something I want, then I should probably find my routine. I have a bunch of pages on my altar of things that I need to rewrite. Put a bunch of papers on the wall of things I'm trying to manifest or stuff like that. And I'm just going to take a moment and appreciate how beautiful I am. I look so beautiful right now. Just looking at myself. I'm very lucky to be this beautiful. Very, very lucky. And I love myself, which is not an easy thing to do. Okay, we're done. Now it's time to go back to the regular programming. And in the regular programming, we're talking about my manifestations. So after we assessed them, there was a couple pages that were my routine, at least a blueprint of my routine. And I didn't stick to it. So now I'm going to make a new routine of stuff that is in alignment with what I'm doing, or not necessarily what I'm doing, but close to what I already do, basically. My sleep schedule has been fucked up the past 2 days. And I'm going to be making money this week. I can't have a messed up sleep schedule. Literally woke up at 2. Tried to wake up at 11, and I was just in pain. I was even grinding my teeth when I woke up. It can be hard for me to wake up early because, as you'll see, I'm going to post a YouTube video of me playing Smite. Literally on Friday night, I think I played it until 8 a.m. That's insane. But it's possible, and it's something I can do. And I put on the light filter on my computer, but my clock doesn't really make me sleepy. Going to bed is more of like a choice for me. And it always has been. And I can choose if I want to go to bed at 11 or 8 a.m. The only time it doesn't become a choice is if I stay up like over 24 hours. Then I start to get pushed to sleep. But that feeling people have of sleep coming over them and the evening, I've never felt that way. But I do feel it in the morning. Anyway. I'm really happy with everything going on, even though it's kind of chaotic. It always is during eclipses. But, I'm focusing on making money. My biggest goal right now, just making money. Finding work to make money. And I don't like working for other people. It's the stupidest thing. The thing is, I could probably make a lot of money working for other people. And when I have a bunch of free time, I don't necessarily fill it with like the most productive worldly things. But I cannot. I want to be paid at least $50 an hour. Or else I just don't care. It's like I have a condition. I used to call it elite diva disorder. Where unless you're paying me at least $50 an hour, I just am incapable of giving a crap. And it's true. Maybe I should get an animal, not a cat, because cats make me sneeze. I would like a cat, I think, but I think I would do better with a dog. Except you have to walk dogs and they like to poop all the time. Isn't that miserable? It's awful. That would be awful. I see people walking their dogs all the time here. Crazy. And when you're a dog parent, you interact with other dog parents. And other people are stupid. And I don't like their dogs. And my dog would be perfect. I'm extremely good with animals. I'm good at training them. I'm good at making them obedient. And I'm good at meeting all of their needs, emotionally and physically. I'm good at being in charge of them, not them being in charge of me. Yeah. And a lot of people are not, and you can see that. But I would want to give my dog the best. I'm sure people have this same problem when they want to have children. They want to give their children the best, and you might not be in a position to do that financially, so you don't want to have children. That's kind of how I feel. My brother has a dog, and it costs him so much money. I don't think it's worth it. Unless I have the stability financially to give it the best life possible. And if I'm struggling, if my dog's struggling because I'm struggling, what the fuck? I need to get my fucking life together before I even think about taking care and having a dependent, you know? It's ridiculous. People don't think like that, though. Is there anything else we need to talk about? Maybe not. Need to put my groceries away. I would like to just sleep. I'm tired. Very, very tired. Yeah, I'm trying to break generational curses, habits. All my desires are opposite from the lives my parents have had a lot of the times, and my grandparents. Very wealthy, lots of peace, lots of stability, happy relationship. I don't think anyone in my family has had that. Like a love, positive love. And I want that. And that's not easy. And it requires two people. But that's another thing. And I want to have a wonderful career. That's another thing. Anyway, it's difficult to figure all these things out when no one in your family has done it before. Granted, my father is a business owner. My mom has broken a lot of curses of her own, but I want to take it even further. And whenever I talk about them, I'm not ever trying to complain. I have a blanket here. It's really nice. That's a milk jug. Needs to go in the trash. I know people would tell me to recycle it. There is none. There's none. No recycling here. New Mexico's recycling system is non-existent, almost. So all that hard work you're doing in Washington and Oregon and California is being circumvented by the New Mexico people who don't care because they literally do not have the stuff. Anyway, my eyes are always really squinty like this. Looks like I'm closing them, but I'm not. If I could open them. I don't like doing that. That hurts. Okay. But anyways, things are going pretty good. And I'm pretty happy, and I don't think I'll record another YouTube video today because I made a gaming one and then I'm making this one. Another thing I was thinking of is I used to play video games in the dark. Literally all day. 4 hours. And I think people will resonate with this because other people do this too. Literally all day. Chasing dopamine. Sometimes I'm not even having fun, or I'm angry and I keep playing. And recording videos has helped me a lot because it allows me to share the experience and not do it just by myself. And the other thing that's helped me is Understanding when it's in alignment with what I want and when it's not, you know? Sometimes it is, sometimes it is not. But I really think, like, success is not that hard. You just have to do things that are in alignment with what you desire, be consistent, and have the vision of where you're going. Most people get caught up on some sort of self-destructive behavior or laziness. But not me. Just joking. I do too. I was watching a lot of clips from The Substance. It's made me think a lot about my life and my own relationship with my body and image. I really liked watching that. It was cool. Why do you have to buy movies when you already buy a subscription to like some streaming service? Do you understand that? I do not. Okay. Also, one thing I realized is like most people don't have gorgeous bodies and beautiful faces. Most people do not. Most people look like Skeksis from the Dark Crystal, okay? Like a lot of human beings or some branch of a Skeksi. If you want to know what a Skeksi is, they're like these ugly little weird-looking guys. And they siphon the life of the Gelflings to create essence, and they consume the essence from extorting it from another life force of something pure and good. I love the Dark Crystal. It's got such a message there. And the Gelflings get their essence from their own life and from themselves versus stealing it from something else. It's interesting. But I'm trying to look hot, good, and gorgeous. Okay? And it's hard work in a world full of a bunch of Skeksis. Little gremlin people. Everywhere you look, go walk around outside for like 10 minutes in a city that isn't like Miami. Even in Miami, you'll probably see it. You'll see the gremlins all over. It'll make you feel a little bit better about yourself. Okay? So, that's just the difficulty setting of planet Earth. Planet Earth has high difficulty setting. Where does that difficulty tax you the most? On your body. Okay? Highest difficulty setting on planet Earth. Taxes you most on your body. Okay? So that means it's hard to be gorgeous because the world's such a darn difficult place to live in. So be kind to yourself. And also, keep working for it. If you want it, you'll get gorgeous more and more. Okay? I think I need to take a rest is what I need. Pull my tarot cards. I have a candle over there. Right here. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and go. I'm not afraid of being seen. Even when I feel like I look my worst. How could I look even worse than this? Not shave my face. I think that would do it. Not shave my face. Don't clean my face or hydrate or do anything for like 10 days. we'd look pretty crazy. Anyway, I'm going to go, but I need to cut the nose hairs out. Anyway, I'm going to go, and I will talk to you later. Bye.